building now? That's the question. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I made a template, and then I'm placing all my pieces on that template. That's going to go like that. That's going to go like that. These are going to be notched into each other. And this is going to be a railing insert. So we're just over here building away. I figured, why not show you guys what's going on. Here's how we get her done. I'll lift a little bit, so I gotta take that off because these have got to be exact or close to as exact. It's pretty good. We'll flip it around. We'll do the next side. I definitely don't want to shorten anything. It looks like that one may have been. Oh no, it's dead on. Perfect. Perfect. Now we're going to 45 these together. They're going to look awesome. Sneezy sneeze, ladies and gentlemen. And so how I'm going to make this work is I'm going to build the box first. These will get built together, fastened. And then we're going to take that notch so that inserts in. And so right now, what I'm doing, I'm going to build that section now. So I'm going to build these two boxes, then adjust what I need to here, and then these will all get doweled together. So we'll take these pieces right now. What I do is I take my square and I line my square up with this top mark so that way it doesn't go any farther. Mark that on one side, flip it around to the back side. Mark that side. Same thing again. Use the pen as the flat edge. Flip it around. And that's that guy. So, boom, boom, boom. This one only needs one side. Same with this one. So these will merge together. That way you can't mess it up. And there will be these ones too. Might as well go through each one. Flip it around so it's on the back side. That way we don't have to keep changing the miter saw. Crazy enough, this design kind of I came up with it. I was in the bathroom and I couldn't figure out what I was going to do as a design for this railing that I'm building. And so I'm just on the phone looking at things, and then I look down and I see the heat register. And the heat register gave me the idea of how I wanted to do this. So this was inspired by a heat register. Let's set that up. Heat register inspired. Now obviously when you're using these kind of tools you want to be as careful. You want to be as careful as possible. And what I'm also trying to keep in mind is that I want to keep these as true as possible. So I don't want to cut them any shorter than what they are. I have to keep them exactly what they are. Perfect. Should be 7 3/4. Oh, beautiful. Let's do it on this one now. So first I line it up, make sure the blade's touching the mark. And then I move my hands out of the way. Here we are again. And these things should actually just line up perfectly, and they do. Not one goes over. So let's go back to where we were. Bam. Here we are. Let me turn the camera a little bit better. So these are the top and bottom ones of these guys. See, so it's gonna have this like design that goes like that. It goes like that. So then I'll just turn it back in that direction. Perfect. Okay, turn back over here. So That guy's gonna sit like that. That guy's gonna sit like that. And these are all sticking past the paper, a 1/4 inch, because that's what's going to be needed. Because there's going to be a 2x4 that goes along the bottom of this, and all of these pieces are going to be locked into the 2x4. They're going to be carved in. And we're expecting rain. I just taught myself a new trick. So the new trick is, let's say you see that little bit sticking out there? That little bit. So if you take this flat edge and push it against the blade, and then raise the saw, the teeth stick past the blade a little bit. So you can take off that hair. Let me show you what I mean by this, so you guys know exactly. So you're gonna see me stick it against this blade, but because these teeth stick out like almost a 16th, so what you do is you bring the saw down and you run it to the blade without kind of pushing it against the blade. You don't want to move the blade. You just want to push it to the blade. And when you raise it up, you literally can take off a hair of material. And see, now it's all gone. Alright. So right now what I'm doing, I line it up with the mark. Let's say, oh, that actually turned out, it's a touch, just a touch. You can still kind of see the pencil line, right? So, against the blade, push it against your fence, lift the saw up. Now, when you bring it down, it will catch that little bit. And it will take off that hair of material. New trick I taught myself just minutes ago. Again, I did it with this one. Push it against, raise it up. Perfect. Now that's how you get that done. So let's go back here. And we've got all our pieces 45 that we need to build these little boxes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the box, and then I'm going to build these pieces separately, and then lay them over top, scribe them, and then cut them out so that it works all nicely. Right? Because basically they're going to sit inlaid of each other. Like that. Like that. Because this is going to be kind of like a little bit of a railing, I'm going to build these perfectly. For strength, for durability over time. I don't like any of the work that I do to ever break down. because I didn't do something right. So that's where we're at with this. Turn this thing off here. So really, I got to build these two boxes first, and then I'm going to work my way into this area. Just because I noticed that when I put this together, something's off, and I made all these pieces the same. It's like these are 11, these are 11. These are 4 3/4, 4 3/4. These are 7 inches, 7 inches. So it mirrors itself. I'll be right. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Alright. I'm back. If anyone's even watching. So, I'm thinking that we're going to do the 1/4 inch biscuit. We got all our biscuiting tools over here. We got these handy dandy things here. Like stop. You know, the other day I just realized what these are for. And it's quite ingenious. What they do is you drill your hole. Let's say I'm doing this, right? So I'm going to put 2 biscuits, one on either side. I mean, why am I calling it a biscuit when it's a dowel? So 2 biscuits, I drill my hole, and then I take these and I put them in the hole. And these are for marking, right? So when they're in the hole, then now all you got to do is tap your wood against it, and it transfers the marks to the other side. So it would go into that would get doweled in over here. I never knew what those were for, but now I do. And because I'm going to be straight up honest with you guys, I've never done something like this in my life, and you know, sometimes you just gotta jump in the deep end before you learn to swim. Not saying that everyone should do that, but that's where we're at. I almost feel like I should put a chair here. It's gonna start raining soon. I was planning to get this done before the rain. Now, I got my center gauge and my square that I can adjust. So I'm just going to adjust this to mark. Let's see if that works out. Perfect. So this way, I can mark down the middle and I know I'm in the center. And I don't have to really readjust it. I can just, mind you, each wood has a different thickness. But that's perfect center on both sides. Can do that there. Can do that with that one. So I've been working on this project for almost a year now. It's not a year until next month, but we're going to be done before that. And you know, obviously in the wintertime you can't work and all kinds of stuff happens. Now we're at the tail end of everything, which is good. So, since we're going to be biscuiting the hell out of everything, I mean, this is just my center mark for my dowels. We have 94% chance of rain tomorrow. So, it would be nice to get a good chunk of this done, so that when we put the roof on and we are done, basically you just throw the railing in. Do that, do that, do that, those. Might as well do these guys too. I'm a firm believer that anytime you are doing one job, you shouldn't stop doing the one job to do something else. You should finish it. So, here we are. Finishing how we started. I'm going to make something like this for myself, actually. Maybe like a giant lattice for the done. Now we got a few more pieces, and then we'll start to drill holes for dowels. If tonight I can literally finish this, that would be an amazing feat. Bang. There we have it. So these pieces are like that, pieces are like that, and now we can start to do our doweling. Now it's going to be a little bit different, especially for the fact that we're going in on a corner, and I would like to put 2 dowels in. And then glue that corner together. Now the thing is, this is a stopper that's kind of, oh, they do give you an Allen key, that's good. It's like a depth stopper. So like, let's say I only want to go in half of that dowel, maybe even a little less. I measure the dowel and my depth, and you just tighten this Allen key to stop it from moving. Now, I wouldn't say that this is the best. It looks like it's going to vibrate the hell out of the dowel, but basically we want the same distance away from the edge in, and then you mark where you're going to put your dowel. It'll be like roughly a 1/4 inch in. So we can also use this tool to do that, but you know what I think I'm going to do? Because I got lots of room here, I'm actually just not even going to change the depth, because then I can use it again on the rest of the project. Boom. Well, can't really do that on this side. Can only do it from the edge. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we can trace that mark up. And this way, you know where everything's going to line up. And that's literally how. Oh, that actually looks really good if I put those pieces together. Look, the grains match up on that one. I always love it when something like that works out. I don't like how close to the edge it is there, though. Maybe what I should do is actually come from the top down. No. No. What if I measure? You know what, we'll go a 1/2 inch in. That's what we'll do. This half inch has just moved it a little bit farther over. And that's already almost a half inch in. Oh, it's light raining right now. It's been the theme for a lot of things this month. A lot of rain. So that's basically half inch in, half inch in, and then I want to keep everything consistent, so that when you are marking everything out, it always lines up. Makes it easier to be consistent on things. So I'm gonna go get my drill. Oh, I have my drill right there. I'm gonna try this bit. The guy said this is not a good bit for this, but I love the consistency of using an impact. So let's just see how well this works on this first piece. I like how that worked. That works pretty good. We don't want to go in too far. It might come out the other side. Alright. Mind you, that I don't know why that bit is so much wider. It's quarter inch. How is that possible? This one is... Well, I might have to get the other drill to use that one. That's kind of crazy. And it did go off to the side, so maybe the guy was right. He's like, you don't want to use that. Alright. Let's get the other flex drill out. Which way is it raining from? I don't know. It's raining from somewhere. Oh. Now my phone's getting wet. Alright, let's use I'm gonna grab the other battery. Use a baby battery. Baby battery. Oh shit. Went through on that side. Might have to cut a piece. So I can go. Half-inch in. Half-inch in. I feel like the end should be a little bit more. Yeah. 3/4 in on the end. And that way. Oh yeah, those fit way tighter. There. So they should line up. Oh, this one's a little off because I have to recut that one anyways. Oh, it's Gorgeous Animal who showed up. Look at that. And I can always just shave that off. So when I put the new piece, I'm going to cut a new piece. Those ones just pop right out. What's good is I can, oh, it's in there. It's in there now. What would you like, Chunks? Most gorgeous animal alive? And get a pair of pliers. There you go. Those are lined up. Mind you, I didn't transfer I didn't transfer the lines over like I did on this one. That's going to help you if you make your lines in the same place, then it'll help you line up the piece better. But let's get to cutting another one of these. Since we're over here and we need the same kind of piece. I got a piece in the bucket here. corners. I'm just gonna just line it up. I think this piece is supposed to be 7 anyways. And I left my tape on the table. Seven and 3/4, bang on. Alright, let's set this up in a way you can literally see the light rain in the sky right now. That's why I didn't want to move it, because now whenever I need to make perfect center, it's already lined up. So what we did was, from the end, we came in 1.25 inches, and then we did a 1/2 inch. Huh. I think I came up with a better way of doing the next one. Do your 3/4 in, and then just use the thickness of the square to line up your next piece. That'll work out good. So I'm just eyeballing these right now. Okay. That one. And these two should line up. I gotta cut the dowels back, but that'll work. Yeah. I have to at least cut that dowel off a little bit. Got the trusty multi-tool saw. And honestly, what a handy tool this is. Flex makes some amazing tools. I'll just set that there. Let's make sure. Oh, it's just a little bit too big, but man, perfect lineup. Just a little bit. What I could do. Just drill it a little bit more. I want to drive through the should line that corner up. Oh, beautifully. All I gotta do is push that together better. Even drill this one out better. I got these dowels jammed in there. Once I put the glue in though, they're gonna go in nice. Drill this one out just a little bit more. Alright, I'm going to go grab the glue and we'll glue this piece together. Oh, that looks even beautiful. Look at how that grain lines up nicely. You gotta love it. That's what I love about the grains. Man, I think I might not have. I gotta look around, but I think that the glue. This is all the glue I have. Give me a second. Whew. I was a little bit worried. See, I got this waterproof tile bond. And this is what we're going to use because this is going to be an exterior thing, so we cannot afford to have anything not work out. I'm going to fill those holes with glue for the dowels. And then you can just like move any of the surface stuff around. So that way, and you've got your piece. I get it everywhere evenly, and that way you get it on both sides. Oh, and I gotta put glue in the dowel itself, a little in the hole, a little in that hole, and then we put it together. And then I should have something to clean it on. I'm gonna go to this bench that I got here. We're just gonna tap it down, and then we'll put a clamp on it and clean up these edges. So this piece is gonna sit like that. This is where one of those shitty paintbrushes would have came in handy, but there we are. That worked out real nice. It's tight. And it's square. It's schwer. I wish I had a corner clamp, but I do not have one of those. Alright, well, can I use tape? I guess I could use tape. Or I could actually put a pin nail right in there and that'll hold it. That's about all I can do. So there's one. So I don't have a corner clamp, but I could shoot it with a pin nail. That's what I'm probably going to do. That's what I should do. Get the compressor going. I feel like at this point I can take my belt off since it feels like I'm crafting now. I'm not really doing anything. And I might have to switch to a different gun. I feel like these nails are going to be too long. All we can do is try, really. Let's see what happens. Let me get the... Let me get a chair. Something to work on. Let's try this. Oh, the bench is perfect. Okay, I got nails. I just need my pencil. And we can do all of this right here. Oh, perfect. The back doesn't hurt as much. Since we got like everything in one place, you don't have to do too much movement. Let's put this back here. That way you have a little more than half. Okay, so with this, we come in from the edge. 1 3/4. Kind of did it on the wrong side. Yeah. Alright, so this piece, I'm pretty sure we could just shoot it like this. Oh, I don't like the air. Now this is a 18 gauge brad nailer, and stupid thing just blew in my face. And this is just because the nail holes are small. This will hold it nice and tight. And we'll have to sand everything after anyways. That's one. One and done. I always take on these jobs that take way more time than they need to because of the detail that's involved. I like working with detail. And yeah, here we are. So we're going to build this square first. Did the same thing last time. I'm just trying to mark one side of this. Perfect. So that will just line up that piece. There we go. And this one can line up. That piece, might as well do this one now that we're there. Okay. Inch and 3/4 to the center. I mean, sorry, 3/4 of an inch to center. For the dowel. That lines up our So you're probably wondering how I can hold the drill straight. So you can actually see the marks when the drill is spinning. You can see if it's cutting in too far over here and not enough here, that you're going to straighten the drill the other way. So I just put the pin on it and I go slow. And now I know I'm straight on. And then I'll pull it out a little bit just to see how far. I could go a little bit more. There we go. You get a good even amount of glue on the end. Let's get some of the holes. Boom. There might be a lot of glue on this one. Need the battery and this. Boom. Gotta cut that dowel. Might even. Cut it just a little bit more to ensure that it will come off. Glue on my shirt, glue on the board. I will need something to wipe off all the glue. Alright, well, we've been going for an hour. I'm gonna end the live, no one's watching. See ya. Bye.